on my body.
I'll tell you right now, if you fuck with her, she a little crazy.
He used to be gorilla glued to my nuts.
Hard to the easy, into the wizard.
Everything would be fine, and you would still violate. Because you know why? You can't keep your legs closed, Rem.
See, this ain't nothing that you used to.
I wrote 90% of the music since I've been with her.
I don't steal, I kill, bitch, about to catch me a new charge.
My ex might be the least income making person that I've ever been with.
She lies so much, you don't know what to believe.
She would have been over. He would have been over. You put me in a predicament, so I had to still kind of be cool with this nigga to make sure he don't go all the way back, and I'm not getting dragged on both sides by Team Papoose and Team this nigga.
Team fuck this nigga. That's your name, babe, bro.
Got Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb, dude. The Bronx on my middle finger screaming.
Got to talk. I gotta tell what I feel. I gotta talk about my life as I see it.
I'm the illest nigga alive. Watch me prove it. I snatch your crown with your head still attached to it.
Come on, man. This is God-given. Only thing I gotta do is just show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Prophecies with the Prophet.
Both people went live. Both people are still talking. Both people
I'm watching it all day. I'm watching it all day. Like it pops up. It's everywhere. I'm like, why are y'all still relevant? Y'all like 50.
I can't. I can't. So if anybody doesn't know, Remy Ma and Papoose, have been speaking about their demise of a relationship or their breakup of a relationship or their we're still in love and we're just bitter and mad at each other relationship. I don't know where it is or where it stands right now, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So are you familiar with the origins of this story?
I think I am. So let me say what I think I'm familiar with the origin. Pap and Remy went on a separation because one of them stepped out. Yes, Angela, they got girl Mike. just to clock me out. But they was in a separation of some sort. And Miss Shields, by the way, Miss Shields, please don't jump in my DM. I don't want to fight. Right. I don't want to fight. Like, girlfriend, collect yourself, right? But Miss Shields starts dating Mr. Pap over there in the midst that you over there with somebody else's husband, and she goes on a Breakfast Club like, oh, I'm addressing the elephant in the room. Remy like, who the elephant? Who the fuck you call the elephant? Like, Pap, you better go get your girlfriend because I'm over here chilling, not saying nothing. Why she got my name in her mouth? So, and now they having Twitter fingers and I'm responding to this, and it just a pool full of shit, basically.
That's a fact. All right, so for those who don't know, Remy, I don't know if this was like early 2000s or something. It's somewhere around there, man. Somewhere around there where Remy first began popping, and then she ended up getting locked up for shooting a close friend for stealing some money from her. So she ends up going to jail for, let's say, 6 or 7 years, and Papoose was there holding her down, bringing her food, making sure she's good, just taking care of everything, the whole time she was locked up. And this was a big thing because, like they say, we don't always see that on the male side of it. Yeah. We don't always see, a male holding somebody down when they're locked up.
Right.
And also, for what we were supposed to know during this time, he was supposed to be loyal and all things of that nature.
Right.
So when she got out of jail, it was like in my brain, it was like there's going to be some trouble just because she just did 6 or 7 years in jail. So I felt like she needed some time and some space to kind of like gather herself, but
get back to society.
Right.
Because I think they had a kid as soon as she came back out.
Right, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, sorry.
So you good. You good. So instead of her having that time or that space to just, enjoy her own freedom, or, just gather her mental, where it's supposed to be. It was just like, all right, you home now. Now we're gonna get married. Now I want to have a baby. And it was his idea to have another baby because they didn't have a child together. So all these things is like pushed on her, but you can kind of see anybody who was watching like Love and Hip Hop, and I don't like watch it now, but I did watch it back then. So anybody who was watching could kind of see that she's not ready yet. Like she's not there. Like it's a lot. You're putting a lot on her, but as most women do, they just do. Like, all right, yeah. Like, all right, this is what we doing. All right, let's just do that. So they had a baby, per his request, and they had the whole Black Love thing, and that's how they was moving accordingly until there comes times where she's the first one who allegedly starts creeping out. So she starts this battle rap league, and I'm an avid fan of battle rap, so I know all that side of it. So she starts this battle rap league, and she starts managing one of the rappers, and then she starts messing with one of the rappers. Now, when the story first dropped, they kind of like pushed it under the rug. Right. They kind of like tried to make it seem like it wasn't happening. But anybody who was paying attention was like, something
is happening.
yeah, something's happening. So Papoose ends up getting into a little scuffle with the battle rapper, whatever it may be. But then finally, the truth starts seeping out here and there that they're together, and she was creeping out on Papoose. So yeah, this is a fucking lot.
And they're gonna talk about some. I was just about to leave a nigga alone, but here you go saying something. I already got fuck with him.
Right. This is a fucking lot. This is a fucking lot.
Are you a nigga?
Right. So she ends up. The story starts coming out about how she's really messing with the bull X, Y, and Z, and everybody's like so confused because this is supposed to be Black Love. This is supposed to be we're loyal. We're in a unit. And you don't normally, I would say, it happens, but I'll be on women's side for this case. You don't normally see the woman being the one causing all of this commotion. So, yeah, she's a Gemini. I'll just leave that there. But she ends up...
Not during Gemini season. Not during Gemini season. What
I'm just saying. So she ends up being the one stepping out, and then when shit finally hits the fan, Papoose is finally like, all right, I gotta step away from this and just let her do whatever she's doing. And then he starts messing with the boxer, Clarissa Shields. So Clarissa is like, people are asking her questions about Remy. So it's not like she's voluntarily like, I want to talk about Remy. It's like, no, whenever she does an interview, they're going to ask you, like, what the fuck is going on? They're just going to ask you. So she's just answering. And I don't think she was taking shots at Remy. But Remy, like I said, being a Gemini, being from the Bronx, being a natural,
hot-headed.
Yeah, being hot-tempered. She's going to take it that way, or she's going to react and just as though, why are you even speaking about me? I'm not choosing to speak about you. They're asking me a fucking question. And I'm not saying anything bad about
around a question.
Right. And I'm not saying anything bad about you. Which leads to where we are today with Remy saying you pawned my jewelry. You're not even a good father. You was the brokest nigga I ever messed with.
Oh my God.
X, Y, and Z. And then we got Pap saying I wrote all your raps.
He wrote Conceited.
Yeah.
Wait, because he said he wrote 90% of that album.
Yeah, he said I wrote 90% of her raps, which is wild. which is wild. I don't know if I could co-sign that. I would say
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's taking her whole career away.
Yeah, I would say that he probably helped along as he should, being her husband, but you know, and he's a lyricist himself. 90% is insane. but we gonna let him, we gonna let him rock. So, he's saying, she was leaving the daughter to go be with this bull. Like the daughter got school and she's just like not coming home and all kinds of shit of that nature. So this just reminded me of like a lot of childhood shit. Like I seen a lot of this nature and I seen a lot of these relationships. Whereas like, and before we talked about prenups and shit, and y'all said people don't need, and yes, the fuck they do. Because you see the shit that's going on right now. I told y'all this shit is ugly.
Listen, I stand my ground.
I told y'all this shit is ugly. And these are the instances that you need to have things in place for when the shit is ugly. Because people get bitter, people get nasty, and then it just turns into something different. But from what you've seen, of them going back and forth online, how did you view it? Like, how did you view how they were handling it? Do you think they still love each other? Like, how did you just like take in what's happening?
It's so immature.
Right.
It's very immature. I feel like there is a love there. How do I say it? Cancel it. I feel like there's a trauma bond there.
Okay.
Right? And I think that can be mistaken for a love. So it's like on Papoose end, I'm still trying to recognize this woman as the mother of my child, my wife. Like, you know what I mean? We have history.
Right.
But this is causing chaos. Like, he's split into two different identities, right? And then for Remy, she never left one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she's very status quo.
Right.
And I think that's the trauma bond. And for her, I think her love is one within itself. And I don't think she can, like, quite honestly, I think her love is, of course, it is if it's hers, regardless of how selfish it may sound. It's the attachment she has to him because of the attention she was getting from him and the benefits she got from him. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of people like to throw around the narcissist title or whatever, right? And it can be similar to that, but this is more of like that attention seeking, like, because I'm not getting it from somewhere. So I got to get it from somewhere. Like, you know what I mean? And then now I'm seeing you giving it to this person, and this person is like, talking about Clarissa, and this person is very flamboyant with what I was getting. So I'm going to act out.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, remember we were talking about before, like, oh, what's your definition of love? And right. I think I said something crazy like, because you was calling me a serial killer. Like, and I'm like, nah, if somebody cheat, they don't love you. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about. But like, and to a certain degree, yeah, I can only understand because you can only love to the capacity of what you understand love to be. And if you let her tell it, you might say, yeah, I love a nigga. You don't. But to her capacity, yeah. Yeah, that's love for her. That's right. Her kind of love.
Right.
But it's very dense.
Right. I guess I would like halfway agree with that. I would say I think she does or she did have a level of love for him, where they may have grew apart, or where she may have just chosen to love herself more than loving him, or like being selfish in whatever she thinks this moment is for her. Because I will say that Remy pre-locked up was like Project Chick, and now she got a little glow up. So she might be like feeling herself a little bit.
Yeah, you feeling yourself. So it's like, oh, fuck you. Like, you can't be for me what I needed to be for you. So it's fuck you. It's very survival of the fittest. It's like that survival love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how people don't know how to safely love because they was raised off of survival.
Right.
Because of, you know, what I know now, I know that that's not love. That's just survival. Because if you can like unattach it, because it's transactional, right? Because if you can unattach yourself from me, because like how we talked about before, just because I did something, now you no longer love me, like how she's doing is like, wait, what?
Right.
You're gonna make my head spin because you raised off of survival. Like, what the fuck did I do? Made you mad? Now you don't love me?
Right.
What the hell?
not with the helly.
What the hell? Like, come on, girl. Like, that is emotional trauma. So I do think they have like a foundation of trauma bond, but of course, because like, look at the past. Like they survived together.
Right.
I just think he's like, you know, all right, obviously, like, what more can I do for you? I did it. Right. I did it. What more can I do for you? You keep shitting on me. Like any other what person, like if the shoe was on the other foot, right? Because we always bend the knee for the woman who's in abusive relationships. If he was the woman, shorty, you gotta get out that relationship.
Facts.
I mean, you getting bent over.
Not you getting bent over. This is a PG show. Not you getting bent over. I can't.
Girl.
I can't.
Yo, see. So he left, and now she mad at the other girl, but the other girl not. You know what I mean? Right. Like shorty not. She not folding, but Remy so used to people folding. Oh, right. Because you know how to aim. Right. You a little bit. Baby girl not scared.
Right.
But she got mouth on her. She a little immature too. Right. Well, I won't say immature. Well, because she don't have any emotional resistance. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't have no emotional control. You just that.
Right.
You making a fool over yourself. At the end of the day, that's still somebody else's husband.
Right.
I don't care how you cover it.
Facts.
Who's somebody else's husband?
Facts. I feel like a lot of what everybody's doing right now is definitely immature. This is definitely like middle school shit.
And they 50.
I can't. I can't. So who do you believe is, because they both have said it, who do you believe is the one sending the I still want to get back together text?
Oh, they sending texts?
Yeah. They both have shown these texts in these conversations of discussing, you know, I want to work this out.
So who do I think sent it first?
Like, who do you believe is the one who genuinely wants to get back together?
I think Remy probably sent it, but Papoose want to get back together.
Okay. I would agree with that. I think this is all super nasty work, though. Like, just.
I want my family back. Like, shut up.
I can't.
This is too long.
I can't.
Her butt don't bounce back. Like, he was
not her butt don't bounce back.
I'm fucking a man. Like, come on.
That's nasty. That's just nasty.
These all jokes. She's a pretty woman. She is. I'm just joking. Like, she's a pretty woman. Nobody shaming. I'm just joking.
I was speaking about this and I posted something in reference to this. Like, why do people care about the social media? Like, why are we feeding the social media? Like, I don't need, like, if we have a tiff, I don't need to come on social media and explain to you what's going on in my household. Is what I'm saying. Like,
you want to know what's going on in your household? You mean like because with these all, you seen Easy to Block Captain? Those his real teeth?
Taki, he got his teeth done. Like that
was those his real teeth?
Yeah, that was real, but that's an old picture. He got his teeth done now.
Yeah, Steve fixed?
Yeah, you got Steve done now.
Oh. All right, my fault. What was the question?
the question was why,
wow.
why are we in the group chat, as they would say? Like, why do we need to know all of this?
Oh, yeah. That's the question. Yeah. We don't. Clicks and mute. So a lot of people need to feel validated, right? Because they don't feel centered in themselves. Like, yeah, they definitely both throwing that way too much shade. Because validation, right? And we always doing like the conversations in our head, like, nah, I know I ain't tripping. Nah, nah, nah. But then even in our own circles, like even in your circle can throw confusion over your head. Some people want to make sure that they misunderstand you on purpose to cause you confusion. Like, you know what I mean? That's why, hey, y'all who watching, watch who y'all got in your circle. They will cause you confusion on purpose, right? Shut your whole shit off, your whole energy circle off. But anyhow, a lot of people, they need that kind of validation. So what do? All right, I don't feel safe within myself. You should feel safe within yourself. I don't feel like I'm gonna get the necessary validation within my immediate community. Kind of should, but whatever. Press record. I'm gonna post it.
That sounds insane. that sounds insane. That
sounds insane to you because you have security within yourself.
Right.
But it don't sound insane to somebody who lacks security, who has some kind of imbalance.
Right. So I'm speaking to that. Like, even if that's the case, you ain't got no friends.
They do have friends. They don't trust them. If you don't trust yourself, you're not gonna trust your friends. Okay. Because you're not even vibing on your own frequency, so you're not gonna vibe on the frequency of your community. You already frauding within yourself, so your whole circle of fraud.
Okay.
Like, it's already lacking. It's already off. Okay. Like, you already fucked up. Like, so you're gonna press record because you're gonna be like, somebody gotta agree with me.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Right. All right. So in the instance of what was supposed to be proclaimed Black love, what was your ideal, just what that sentiment is supposed to mean? Like, have you seen these kind of relationships, like, growing up? Like, what is your idea of what they said? Did you believe that their situation was Black love? And what do you just think about that concept?
The concept pissed me off. but I understood. So, I had to be transparent. I understood, but it pissed me off at the same time. Because it's like, I had to come down to a level because I was like, I know why y'all saying it.
Okay.
But at the same time, I want to choke y'all like Homer do Bart.
Right.
Wake up. I need my people to wake up. Okay. Why are y'all contracting to this stigma? This is not Black love. This is some ghetto shit.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? And we should not contract Black love to ghetto shit. Right. Black love don't look like this. Black love is healthy. Like, you know what I mean? And can be healthy. This is just ghetto. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this should not be a representation of what Black love is.
So they should have called it ghetto love.
They should call it ghetto love. Exactly. That's all. That's all this is. This is a representation of what dysfunctional love look like. Dysfunctional love based off of a trauma bond of what happens when you don't seek validation within yourself, when you don't seek therapy, when you don't seek the right foundations, like how you said, T, she should have had some kind of separation, something. She's so busy, like, she let them people exploit her on Love and Basketball. She knows she needed help. They know she needed help. She needed some re-entry into society. I'm pretty sure a couple of people probably pointed it out, but for the love of the money, our dumbass culture, excuse me, the ignorant parts of our culture, because I know some people watching it.
Right.
I get upset about this stuff because it's like, I want y'all to wake up. I love my people so much, and it's just like, y'all just let certain things keep you suppressed.
Facts.
For what? This is not who y'all are.
Facts.
Y'all are bigger than this. Facts. And you letting it happen. This is not black. These mofos is not, they 50.
Not they 50. Yeah, I kid. I kid.
Please. And you know what's the worst part? They're in high positions representing
Facts.
The faces of culture.
Facts.
Iconic. Clarissa Shields, iconic.
Right.
Right next to Layla Ali. Saying dumb shit.
Facts. Facts. I can't. Y'all done pissed Nina off. I can't. I never believed it was, quote unquote black love. I think it was something that was created, just for something to be something. Like sometimes people just reach for something because they want something to be something. And it never was that.
Entertainment.
But, yeah, they just want something to be something. So that's always what I thought it was. Did I think that they were ever like together, a loving couple? Yeah, but I always felt like she was like bossing him. Like she was like, I'm this and I'm that, and you're lucky to be here, kind of shit. I always felt like that was the energy that she kind of gave to him. I didn't see her diving into what they were supposed to be claiming was black love.
Then it wasn't a loving couple. Like that just sounds like he was just pouring into her.
Right.
That's not a loving couple.
Right.
That's sacrifice.
Right.
Like,
I got
then it was never a loving couple.
Right.
Like you just getting walked over. Like, and then at the other end, some men like that because you don't know what his turmoils was growing up. Like maybe it's because it is some men who are wilted in that way that likes being dominated by, look at the rest of them. She will beat that man's ass. Two dominant women.
Right.
And he just like, I didn't want my daughter to be taken care of her. I'm confused. Like, what are you know what I mean? I don't know. But there are men like that. They like dominant women. And it may be for a reason. Like, they maybe they think, they like the strong dominant woman for mothering reasons. Right. I need you to mother me. I need you to make me feel safe because I don't feel safe. Like whatever the reason is. I like the shit.
Yeah, and I also try to always tell y'all that a lot of women think that like men grew up having women or having access to women, and that's just not true. A lot of men grow up where women don't really speak to them. They never had a woman like show them attention or love them in that kind of way. So whenever somebody responds and says hello back, it's like, all right, that's a fucking enough because I didn't have shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
A lot of times I think that part goes under the radar because women, like, they have like a pretty privilege, or like just being a female, you're just naturally like guys are going to try to talk to you, and that's not the case for a lot of men. A lot of men go throughout life and without that attention,
without even receiving a compliment.
Right. So, all right, wrapping this up. Where do we go from here? Do they get back together? Can we have I can't even say this word anymore. I don't know why, but amicable. I can't say the word.
Amicable.
Amicable. I don't know why.
Don't worry, I can't even say myrrh.
I don't know why.
Bro, you don't even know what the fuck I said. Me neither. Can't say it.
Do they have a clean break? Like, where do we go from here? How can we get out of the group chat?
If they get back together, well, I'll be shocked. No. But they did say that he signed a divorce paper. That don't mean that they can't get back together.
That's a fact.
If they get back together, I won't be shocked. I honestly think Clarissa is done.
I don't
think she's over him. I think it's him holding on to her.
No, I don't think she's done. I think it's not. I don't think she's like. I know she was talking about. They talked about having a family or whatever, but I think she's just enjoying the moment. I don't think she like really.
Like, I think she want to piss Remy off.
Yeah, I don't think she really envisions this being a long-term thing. She's just enjoying.
That's what like she don't want this man.
All right, that's what I think it is. As far as Remy, you know, she's enjoying. First of all, y'all might not watch battle rap, and the nigga that she messed with, he's good at what he does, but as a nigga.
From North Philly,
right? As a nigga, he ain't one of them.
No,
he ain't one
his
of them.
stories.
Yeah, he ain't one of them.
I heard what you call it did to him. You heard with oh my God, Cassidy with him and Cassidy diss.
Yeah,
bruh. Yeah. Cassidy put him out. Did he do anything else after that?
No.
After that?
No.
Cassidy put him away for a minute.
Yeah, no, he didn't respond to that.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, as just you know, as a cool nigga, he's just not a cool nigga. Like he's like a cornball nigga. Maybe Remy like cornballs. I don't fucking know. Because it's like easy.
The way the rap sheet going.
It's easy to walk over these niggas. So maybe she like that. Maybe she got a type too. Like maybe everybody got a type. I don't fucking know. But this shit is bad. This shit is bad.
The type is typing.
Right. The type is typing. But salute to all of them, and hopefully, you know, nobody else gets hurt. Because we're
hurting on the other side of the screen. We're tired.
Yeah, we
wrap this up quick.
Yeah,
and even if y'all don't wrap it up, we don't give a fuck. Just keep it off the screen. Please.
I seen and I heard everything I needed to see and hear from all of these people.
Yeah.
Let's move on with life. Let's move on with life.